Futility by Wilfred Owen. We're going to learn about how the poet creates a sense of mystery and misery in this poem, and look at his use of rhetorical questions and persuasive techniques. Look at the poem before I explain it to you and see if you can work out what it's about. It is quite a complicated poem on first reading, but the overall ideas are not that difficult. Move him into the sun. Gently its touch awoke him once, at home, whispering of fields unsown. We have a dead soldier at the beginning of this poem. The poem is called Futility, which literally means uselessness. I mean, the soldier is useless because he's dead. Once at home, the sun would wake him up. Now they've got to move him into the sun because they're shifting a dead body. Always it woke him, even in France, until this morning and this snow. If anything might rouse him now, the kind old sun will know. Notice the personification of the sun as a kindly fatherly figure, grandfatherly figure almost. Owen portrays nature in a positive light in many of his poems. It's the man-made things that are hellish. Notice the very simple but powerful rhyme of snow and no. Quite a moving kind of rhyme that brings home to us the death of a soldier. Think how it wakes the seeds, woke once the clays of a cold star. In the second verse, Owen takes a step back and he looks at the origins of the universe and the origins of life on Earth. Think, he says to the reader, how it wakes the seeds in the fields and makes them grow. And once it woke the clays of a cold star, it woke up the kind of building blocks, or clay, this is what the clay means here, building blocks of life of a cold star. It woke up life on Earth. Our limbs so dearly achieved, our sides full nerved, still warm, too hard to stir. The sun woke up, brought life to Earth, but is it too hard to stir or to wake up? Human limbs, dearly achieved, that took years of growing and nurturing to come full nerved, in other words, fully aware of the world around it and still warm. We learn the dead soldier is still warm. Is this too hard to wake up? Was it for this the clay grew tall? Was it for this that the building blocks of life developed, the clay? What made fatuous sunbeams toil to break Earth's sleep at all? And he ends the question with a sort of very bleak, ends a poem with a very bleak commentary on whether the fatuous or almost pointless sunbeams toil to break the Earth's sleep at all. Why is the sun waking up the Earth at all, he's saying at the end of the poem? Because it seems that everything that's important in life gets destroyed. So we see, interestingly, Owen structures this poem in two verses, and he shows us how in the first verse the dead soldier that can't be woken personifies the sun as a kindly old man, and then the second verse he takes a step back and speculates, well, if the sun could wake up life on Earth, why can't he wake up this soldier who's still warm? And then he says, well, why is the sun bothering at all to wake up life? a very kind of bleak image. Some questions for you here. You need to think about what futility means. If you're not certain, look it up in the dictionary. And then think about, why does he personify the sun at the beginning? What are the clays of a cold star in verse 2? What is hard to stir? What does the last question mean? Put the explanations in the correct order here. So think about the structure of the poem. This is what this exercise is getting you to do. The structure is built around the central point, isn't it? That, you know, if the sun could wake up life on earth, why can't it wake up this soldier who's lying dead? And why is the poem called Futility? Why is it about uselessness? I think it's about the pointlessness of war, really. So annotate the poem and come up with your own creative response, and then review it. Try and teach it to the person sitting next to you.